In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to sign 10 to 30 new athletes a month into your sports training program. Just like how my clients Robbie and David from Two Touch Coaching signed 35 clients in the first 5 weeks of using this system, went from 65 athletes to 120 athletes in 90 days, and added over $6,000 in recurring revenue in the last 90 days to their soccer training program. And just like you, they were experiencing the exact same issues. They were dealing with stress of not knowing where their next client would come from, dozens of empty slots in unfilled training sessions, spending countless hours on marketing efforts with little to no return, and burnt out from working so hard just to not see any growth. They started with not knowing how to market their business outside of word of mouth, referrals, partnerships with organizations, and posting on social media. They didn't know how to consistently sign athletes each and every month. They didn't know how to properly scale their training business, and they didn't know how to build a reliable athlete acquisition system so they actually knew where their next athlete was coming from. So what if I told you there was a new way to consistently enroll 10 to 30 new athletes a month into your training? Here's how. Introducing the SBA system. This is the ultimate athlete acquisition system built specifically for sports training programs around the globe, leveraging social media advertising. Now, who is this for? This is for sports training businesses, clubs, organizations training at least 10 athletes a week, businesses aiming to scale to hundreds of athletes, and organizations with reliable training locations, whether that's rented, owned, or it's a consistently available free space. Now, who is this not for? This is not for coaches or trainers who are coaching less than 10 athletes a week and doing less than $1,000 a month in revenue. Businesses using unreliable spaces where consistent weekly group sessions can't be held. Business owners not interested in scaling to hundreds of athletes, and owners looking for someone to run their ads for them. We are not a marketing agency. We are going to teach you how to do it so you can use it with or without us. So if this is for you, then there are 4 pillars to the SBA system. Pillar 1 is back-end systems. So before you start running ads, you need a CRM with a few tools. Now, what is a CRM? A CRM is a customer relationship manager. This is basically a place where you manage and organize all of your leads into one simple, easy-to-use platform. Now, this is somewhere where you're texting and email all your clients from professional business line in a professional email. You're scheduling all your clients. Maybe you're scheduling all your training sessions from here. You're scheduling calls with potential leads that could be clients. And you're also signing agreements on this platform, posting on social media, doing all your marketing, etc. Okay, now where most training businesses go wrong is they're trying to run their business on Google Sheets, Excel spreadsheets. Maybe they're journaling all their clients' information. Maybe you guys are most likely you're using just your phone to text all your clients. And why that's an issue, guys, is one, if you want to be a major business that is doing 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 months, then you need to think like a business that's doing that. And do you genuinely believe a business is doing about $50,000 a month is texting all of their leads and clients from their phone? No, they're not. Okay, they're using a CRM. They are localizing their entire business onto one professional platform that is squeezing the juice out of every single lead. And where most of you are going wrong is by using those platforms that I just described is you are missing out on literally thousands of dollars a month because in leads, right? Because I used to use the Google Sheets myself, and a lead would come in, I'd send them to my Google Sheets just to organize them, get their contact information, and then maybe I text them, maybe they respond, maybe I send a follow-up or two, but you forget because you're not organizing and squeezing all the juice out. So then that lead is gone forever. You might have their information, sure, but you're not getting the most out of that lead, all right? Now, how you can do that is simple. So first and foremost, what does a CRM need? So you need, one, a lead flow pipeline. To be able to squeeze all the juice out of every single lead, you need a lead flow pipeline. Basically, a process that goes from lead all the way to client and every step in between. So for an example, right? An example process would be a lead pops in, then you either send them to an unresponsive. So let's say you send them a text, they don't respond to you. Then you put them in an unresponsive column, or they do respond and you put them to an in touch column. Then from there, we get them to a sales call. Then from there, we get them into a free trial session, or we close them on the spot. And then from there, we get them to the trial session. And then from there, we either sign them as a client or we put them into a follow-up funnel. We're constantly following up with them until they do become a client. But the purpose of a lead flow pipeline is to get everybody from the left side, which is a lead, all the way to the right side, which is becoming a customer. Now, Google Sheets, Excel spreadsheets, that's not going to do it for you. You don't have that feature, right? So you need one of those when you do start running ads, because running ads, you're going to get a ton of leads in the door. You need an efficient way to be able to manage all of these leads and squeeze the most juice out of all of them, right? Because you don't want to start getting leads and your process sucks. You want a refined process that you are converting a ton of clients before you start going out and trying to get a bunch of new leads, right? Then the second thing that you're going to need is ad integration. Okay, so you need a CRM that's going to be able to integrate into Facebook Ad Manager, because when you run ads, what happens is Facebook collects the contact information, and you can download the CSV and import it into Google Sheets or whatever. But that takes a ton of time, and two, you're going to miss out on most of your clients, because you need a system that is able to send automated texts to your clients. All right, so, and I'll go into that in a second, but basically ad integration, your ad integration needs to be integrated in the platform. Meaning, so when somebody signs up on an ad on Meta, they need to automatically import into your CRM, right? If you don't have that integration, then you're having to go download and go back and forth, and you're just going to lose a bunch of leads and spend a bunch of money you don't need to in the process, okay? And then the third and most important thing is automations, okay? So the first automation that you need, and the only automation you need to run ads, is a lead outreach system. So you need a system that's automatically going to text clients for you. Now, I know exactly what you're dealing with. When you guys are at trainings, let's say, you've got sessions from 4 to 8 o'clock, you have leads that come in that sign up with you on your website, and you can't reach out to them until the end of the session. 4 or 5 hours go by, you reach out to them finally, and then they never respond. Why? Because leads sign up after 5 minutes. Every single minute that passes by, your lead starts to lose interest in you. They start to forget about you. They start to forget that they signed up with you, right? So it's really important that you have an automated texting system set up that's going to automatically send a text to them when they sign up to a lead form on your ad or on your website. So that's what you need. You need a lead outreach system. So when a client signs up, it's going to automatically send them a text within 2 minutes saying, hey, this is Coach Noah from NV5 Performance Academy. I saw you're looking for soccer training for Johnny Jr. And you can personalize the messages with their names. So looking for soccer training for Johnny Jr., is this a good number to text you at? They say yes, you get a quick response, and then boom, you're in there, you open up that line of communication, and now you can move and book them into calls. Now, some bonus automations that we've built for clients as well is a client onboarding system. So you can onboard your clients seamlessly. So I used to spend about 20 minutes every new client. I'd have to go, copy and paste emails and text messages and send everything out. And it would just take about 15, 20 minutes to get agreements signed and everything. But what you can do is you can automate that process entirely. So when somebody pays, it will automatically send them the agreement. It'll automatically send them an onboarding email, all the liability forms that you need, and anything else that they need to onboard, it'll automatically do that for you. You can also set up automated appointment reminders, right? So if you have sales calls, which I highly suggest you should be doing, is you having automated reminders to remind people that you have a call coming up, that you are jumping on a call with one of your coaches, whoever's doing the sales for you guys, so the client knows that they are getting on a call with you, so you can get them into the program. That is going to that's going to make you guys so much more money, because that's going to get more people to show up to calls. More people showing up to calls means more closed deals. All right, and then another one is session reminders. You can also set up automated session reminders. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably texting your clients individually saying, hey, we've got a session at this time, this day, right? And reminding them, or maybe you're sending it out in a group text or an email, right? You can set up automated session reminders for when they sign up for a session with you. It will automatically send them a reminder via text, email, notification, whatever you want, so that they know that they have their session. Now, I know what you're thinking. Where do I even find something like that? Well, don't worry. I've built my own private CRM specifically for sports training academies, and I give it to all of my clients. So don't worry, we got you. All right. Now, pillar 2 is creative. All right. So there's 3 elements that go into creating a high performing ad. One is a high quality creative. So very good editing with lots of cuts. You see our client Danny here. He's got a super high performing ad here. It's very nice to watch. Great film, lots of cut, good editing, showing kids are happy, showing the training's high quality, right? And now I know what you're thinking, right? This is shot on a professional camera. The clients of Danny that I work with, he's got a content team, right? But you don't need this. All you need is to film on a smartphone, and all you need is a lot of different cuts with some good editing, just like this, and it's going to create a high performing ad. We have split tested crappy, unedited creatives with creatives that are high quality film with lots of good editing and lots of good cuts. And the videos that with lots of good cuts, good editing, good film will always perform better than the ones that don't. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is you need an attention grabbing script. All right, so what that means is you're following the hook, value, call to action framework. In any piece of content on the internet, you'll notice this. It always has a hook, value portion, call to action. So a hook is essentially just a call out portion. You're calling out who you want to talk to. You're calling out your demographic, whoever you're talking to. All right, you're calling them out. You get them to stop scrolling, right? Because we're in an attention deficit right now. You got to get people to stop scrolling so they watch your ad. Once you've got people to stop scrolling, that's when you go to the value portion. This is where you deliver the who, what, when, where, why. You tell them what you're doing in your trainings, who's it with, what you're going over. You give them all the value and information on the trainings in a very quick 10 to 15 second portion. Okay, and then that leads them all the way to the most important part, which is the call to action. So this is where you're telling them to take action on you. All right, this is super important because where a lot of people go wrong is their call to action is like, yeah, go sign up on our website or text our phone number, or you're not giving specific instructions, right? You need to talk to people like they're a third grader. Give them something super duper simple that they can do right now without having to leave the Facebook platform. Okay, so giving them a click the link for a free trial, something super simple like that to make them act. Now, the third thing that you need is CTA copy. All right, so not only are you offering a call to action in the script itself, but you're also needing to offer it in the video right here, click link for free trial. And we have split tested using free trial copy versus not using any copy in the video, and copy always prevails. Okay, and then copy in the caption as well. You need ad copy in the Facebook ad captions as well, calling out your parents, telling them what to do. So you're telling them in 3 different ways: on the script, in the copy in the video, in the caption. There's no way that they don't go through with it. Now, pillar 3 is targeting. So now we have a picture perfect ad. Now what? So first off, we're going to be running paid ads on Instagram and Facebook. And you're going to start with a budget of anywhere from $10 to $15 a day. $10 to $15 a day is enough to get enough data from Facebook so Facebook can take that ad and be able to send it out across in multiple different areas and placements to get enough data to see what's working, what's not working. Where a lot of you guys go wrong is, one, you spend maybe you set up $15 a day and you run it for 3 days and you say, oh, this isn't working. One, you have to get enough data. You have to let it run continuously. But 2, some of you are just spending $5 a day. That's not nearly enough to get enough data on a local level. Maybe on an online level where you're trying to get the whole world, but on a local level, you need to spend more to get more data. Now, the number one thing that you need to do is not look at spending ads as an expense. All right, an expense is something that is necessary that you just have to pay and get out the way to be able to operate your business. You need to look at ads as an investment, because ads are a long-term game, right? They are going to give you a return, right? So an investment is simple, right? Like if you throw money in to, say a stock, say you buy it at $100, an investment of $100 hopefully returns us $150 in 2 years, right? That's how you need to look at Instagram and Facebook ads, but it's not on a yearly basis, right? It's on a weekly basis. Now you should be locking in a 5-to-1 return for your ads, meaning for every dollar that you spend, you need to be getting $5 in return. Okay, there's no casino in the world, there's no stock in the world that's going to give you guaranteed returns like that, right? Now, that doesn't mean it's guaranteed. You got to have good scripts, you got to have good ads, you got to have the right targeting, you got to be optimizing. There's a lot of things that go into it, but when you have the right formula, you are nailing a 5-to-1 return. A 5-to-1 return is an industry average across every industry in the world. Look it up. Every industry in the world that uses Facebook and Instagram ads gets a 5-to-1 return on average. Okay, so we want to lock in on a 5-to-1 return. At least for our clients, we lock in on a 5-to-1 return before we start upping our spend. Because at that point, we're getting, for every dollar that we spend, we're getting $5 out on the other side. I mean, ask yourself, if you had a machine in front of you that you put $1 in and you got $5 out on the other side, how much money would you throw in that machine? The answer is all of your money. You would throw everything and more into that, right? So that's what we do. We lock in on that 5-to-1 return, and then we up our ad spend to get even more clients in the door. Now, in terms of targeting, there's 2 ways to target people. Okay, so demographic, and then there's location targeting. Both of these have got to work together. You can't just do one and get results. You have to do both together. Okay, so the first one is demographic. So I want to mention that Facebook has an incredible amount of data on you, like a scary amount. Like, you should be worried about how much data they own on you. They know who you like. They know what you like to do, what you like to eat, where you go on a daily basis, who you are as a person, who you hang out with. They know everything about you. They have data on all of this, and we're able to use that data to reach certain types of people. Now, within demographics, there's a few things you can do. One is just straight up demographics. So you can target income classes. So you can target people who are, 20%, 10% of the top income bracket if you're looking for people who are just rich, right? You can target people of specific ages, specific genders, etc., races, whatever you want. You can target that kind of people. Then you can also target interests as well. You can target people who like sports, right? You can target people who like the show Friends. You can target people who have interest in going to the gym, or, all different types of things, right? So you can target interest groups as well. And then the third thing is you can target behaviors, which I think is the creepiest, right? You can target people who have specific behaviors. Oh, this person goes to the gym a couple times a week? Okay, let me send my ad out to these people, right? Facebook knows when you're going to the gym. That's the scary thing, okay? They also know when you have an anniversary coming up. So you can actually target people that got an anniversary in 3 months, 6 months from now, or newlyweds, right? Depending on who you are and what you're looking for. Now, of course, we're looking for parents because we're training athletes, of course. So we can target specifically parents of any age that we're looking for, okay? And that's exactly what we teach our clients. Then the second thing is location targeting with a radius. Now, where a lot of you guys go wrong is you're not setting up local and targeted ads. You're just running ads to the entire internet. Have you ever boosted an Instagram post before and you're getting people in Nebraska and you're in North Carolina talking about your ad, or you're interacting with your ad? It's because your location targeting is wrong. You're able to set up a radius around your training location, and everybody, let's say within a 20-mile radius, if we set it up to 20 miles, everybody within a 20-mile radius who's the exact demographic we're looking for, which is parents with athletes, is going to see our trainings and want to sign up for our trainings, and they're going to see our ad. So we can directly, using demographics and local targeting, we can target the exact person that we're looking for in our exact area. Pillar 4 is optimize. So you launch your ads. Now what? So you can't just launch ads and let them run. You can't just run an ad and go, Kobe, and just throw it out there and never see it again, right? Like, you have to keep up with your ads, because something that will happen to your ads and what you'll run into is called ad fatigue. And ad fatigue, what that is when an ad starts to stop working. It essentially fatigues, right? So you have a certain performance of an ad, it's hitting your KPIs, you're getting a good cost per lead, and then all of a sudden you're getting way higher cost per lead, you're spending way more money to get more leads in the door, and your ROI starts to go down. So when that's happening, when your cost per lead is going up, right? So what do you do when ad fatigue hits, right? So first and foremost, when ad fatigue hits, you want to take the ad down. That's simple, right? But 2, you want to launch another ad. Then what you want to do and how you want to optimize is you want to split test. All right, so what is split testing? Essentially, split testing is when you create 3 different ads, 2 different ads, 4, 10 different ads, whatever, and they all have different little variables in them that are changed, right? So, let's say you take an ad with a certain script, but you change the hook. So on one ad, you have one hook, and one ad, you have another hook. Then essentially what you can do is you can run a certain budget under your ad set where you launch these 2 ads. So let's say it's $10 a day. You run 2 ads under one budget, and then what Facebook's going to do is it's going to send both of those ads out into the social media platforms, and then it's going to collect data. It's going to see who's interacting with this ad the most and actually converting into clients. Then it's going to take whatever ad that is working best and filter the rest of the budget from the ad that isn't working and putting it into the ad that is working. That is the genius behind ads and why ads are guaranteed to work and get you clients, because all you need to do is test things. If something doesn't work for your ads, or if you guys had ads in the past that failed, it's because you did something wrong. It's not because ads don't work. It's because you did something wrong. And all you need to do is test multiple different variables to see what works in your area and what doesn't. And how do you even know if an ad is working, right? So how you know an ad's working is through KPIs, which are key performance indicators. Basically, why KPIs are important is it's the data that you get back from your ads. So, for example, this would be cost per click, cost per lead, reach, impressions, right? But essentially, why KPIs are important is because you are reading that data when you run these ads, and you're looking at what's working and what's not working. And then you're able to make informed decisions that are not emotional, but are actually data-driven to optimize your ads to make them better, to improve them, so you can get even better data, right? Now, I'll tell you one thing. There's tons and tons of KPIs that you should know and learn, but the number one KPI that you need to know about is ROAS, and this is the most important one, which is return on ad spend. Basically, how much money are you returning from your spend? And like I said earlier, you need to be locking in on a 5-to-1 return, meaning for every dollar that you spend, you need to be getting out $5 on the other side. So that's a 5 times ROAS, which is what you want. And at the end of the day, guys, if you're new to ads, that is the number one KPI that you should be looking for. Because at the end of the day, yes, we want more clients, but we want more clients. We want to make more money. We want to profit more. The point of getting more athletes is to profit more. And if you're not profiting, it's probably because you're doing the ads wrong, right? But 2, it's just the most important thing. It's just making sure that you're returning the money that you need to returning and getting a good profit, okay? Now, imagine this. Your program is full with every spot filled. You have a business with 250 plus athletes, multiple coaches on staff, and you have your own facility. You're scaling to 20, 30, 40, even 50K a month in your business, and you finally achieved that financial freedom that you've always wanted, to buy that house, to go on the monthly vacations, and just live the life that you've always wanted, and the reason why you started this business in the first place. So if that sounds like what you're looking for, then click the link below to book in a call with us. It's really simple. You just select a time. Then you've got a few questions to fill out to see if you're a good fit. And then we'll jump on a call to see if we can help you further. So book in a call right now. Hit the link below. Hit the button to sign up for a call. And let's jump on a call to start helping you move in the right direction and getting you more clients today. So go book in a call right now. And I just want to say congratulations. You just took the very first step in building a reliable athlete acquisition system, which is going to allow you to scale your training business to over 250 plus athletes. So if that's you, then click the link below right now to book in a call with us. It's super duper simple. You're just going to select a time, fill out a couple questions on our questionnaire, and then we're going to jump on a call, talk more about your business, and see if we can help you start scaling your business by adding more clients in. All right, so book in a call with us right now. I'm super excited to see you guys. I hope you got a ton of value out of today's video, and I'm super excited to get working with you guys. Go make some money. Peace.